to be really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going back to, because I put my thoughts forward without actually letting you have an answer. What do you think? Sorry, what do you think we need to have regarding signage? Like I say, I've got, as you can tell, I've got quite strong thoughts on it myself. But what would you like to see?
I mean, as a minimum, I think we ought to have EV signs where there's a petrol pump sign, like you know, especially on the motorway network. So why you wouldn't signal your EV charge points at the same time as signaling your existing refueling stations is an interesting question, and I think that that's an absolute minimum. I think obviously the same in terms of directing people. As I said, once you come off the kind of motorway network, I know there's lots of planning. Kind of, it becomes more complicated in planning permission and is there space and where do these signs go. But ultimately, you know, people get close to EVs because there's this wonderful technology in their car, so they can find the charge points roughly. But you really need, first from a visibility point of view, for people who don't have EVs to understand that they're there. And secondly, as you say, they're often at the back of car parks, and you drive into this car park. And I think one of our members said, you know, it's like somebody in the car always has to play spot the charger because no one can ever find it. So just having the signs that here's your EV charge point here in this car park, so where you've got parking sign, why can't you have an EV charging sign? Because that's often where they're located. And then when you're in the charger, why can't you have one directing them to it? And I think it's that sort of, as a minimum, how do we make this user journey easier, both for current and prospective EV drivers? So that would be my kind of very simplistic view of it. But it just seems so hard sometimes. It just, you know, planning laws seem almost impossible for people to sort of to work their way around to get just what seems like a no-brainer to the